હેલો એવરીવન. .NET પ્રોગ્રામિંગ યુનિટ 1 લેક્ચર નંબર 2માં આપણે હવે વિઝ્યુઅલ બેઝિક .NETના એન્વાયરમેન્ટ વિશે ડિસ્કસ કરશું. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ઇન્ટિગ્રેટેડ ડેવલપમેન્ટ એન્વાયરમેન્ટ કન્સિસ્ટ ઓફ ઇનબિલ્ટ કમ્પાઇલર, debugger, editors and automation tools for easy development of code. Visual Basic .NET IDE can be accessed by opening a new project. So if we want to create a new project, so from window we can create a new project. Visual Basic .NET integrated development environment consists of solution explorer, toolbox, form, property window and menu bar, which is shown in figure. So let us show it in figure. So as per the figure, I have opened Windows application 1, which is from file into new. So first we show this is a menu bar. So as usual we have used to it. It consists of file, edit, view, project, build, debug, etc. So these are the menu bar. Now this is toolbox. So toolbox is consists of various tools. Like if we want to create a button, checkbox, checklist box, combo box. So these are the various types of tools it consists in toolbox. Now this is the property window. This is property window. It consists property of particular form or particular tool which is related in form. So suppose in form 1, this is a form. So suppose in form 1, if I have take button, so in property window it consists property of form 1 as well as button toolbar. This is a solution explorer. In this explorer there is a Windows application 1 in this my project and form1.vb means design plus code. Both are stored in this solution explorer. So these are the overview of how IDE is work, and from this we can create a various application. Now let us discuss basic language concept. What are the Visual Basic language concept? So first is variables. So actually the variable definition is not changed. Its definition is same in every language. So a variable is nothing but a name given to a storage area that our programs can manipulate. So this definition is same for all languages, whether it is C, whether it is Java, whether it is VB.NET. So it consists of a name of particular storage area in which we can store something. Now each variable in VB.NET has a specific type which determines the size and layout of the variable's memory, the range of values that can be stored within that memory, and the set of operations that can be applied to the variable. So every variable have its specific type. What indicates its type? It indicates its size, its layout, its range. All our things are specified in type. So these are the basic data types of VB.NET. So if it is integral type, it consists byte, s byte, short, u short, integer, u integer, long, u long and careful character. Now if it is floating point times, it consists single and double. If it is decimal types, its value decimal. If it is boolean types, its value is true or false value as per the assigned. In date types, it consists of date. So these are the basic value types provided in VB.NET. So there are some rules to choose variable name by the programmer. Variable name should not be keyword. If any keyword is there in VB.NET, that keyword we cannot use as a variable. variable name cannot start with a digits. If our variable name should not 1 2 3 ABC, it must be start with letters, not start with digits. Uppercase and lowercase are distinct, means both are not equal. Capital ABC variable name and small abc variable name both are different. Variable height is not the same as height of or height. So here it is here the example how uppercase and lowercase are distinct. White space is not allowed with variable name. We cannot give white space in between variable name, and variable name can be any length. So these are the rules how to give name to particular variable in VB.NET. Variable declaration in VB.NET. Here we show the definition of variable, then after how to give name to particular variable or rules for the variable. Now how to declare a variable in VB.NET. The dim statement. Now this is the important keyword dim, DIM. In VB.NET, dim statement is used for variable declaration and storage allocation for one or more variables. So this statement is used for variable declaration in VB.NET. Now what is the syntax for it? That dim variable name as data type. So if you studied previous languages like C, C++, then all of you are aware about what is the syntax. Means this is a particular method how to declare a variable. So first of all, the dim statement is written. Then after particular name, suppose we take A, B, C as data type. Suppose we want to write as integer. So these are the particular syntax of variable. Now below example it is written dim pi is double. In above example we declared a one variable pi and data type of that variable is double. So first of all we have to write dim statement, then variable name is pi, then keyword is or statement is, after that data type. Here we declared pi variable as double data type. So these are the syntax how we can declare a variable in VB.NET. Now after declaration, initialization of variable is required. There is some difference between declaration and initialization of variable. In previous languages like you have studied C and C++, it is also noted that variable declaration means what? That you are given a space to particular variable name. Means ABC is allocated some space. After given some space, if you want to enter some value in that space, then it is called variable initialization. So after given some space to particular name or variable, there is a requirement that we have assigned some value in that variable. So the dim statement is used for variable declaration and storage allocation for one or more variables. Now for initialization we have to give its value. How? That example it is shown, dim pi as double is equal to 3.14. So in this example we declared a one variable pi and data type of that variable is double and assign it a value 3.14. So in this lecture we discuss how integrated development environment is worked and definition of variable plus its declaration, rule to name particular variable and initialization of variable. Thank you.